before we start this film breakdown and I jump into the intro, into the actual video, I do want to address the passing of Senior Vice President of Communications and Community Affairs, Jason Jenkins. Happened yesterday. His passing, Jason Jenkins was a big part of the Miami Dolphins organization, 14 years with them, big part of the community, big part of us, fans. He interacted with all the charity work and all that stuff. And I just want to acknowledge and address and say our thoughts and prayers go out to him, his family, and the Miami Dolphins organization. And they lost a very, very good man. I didn't get a chance to talk about it yesterday because I did not find out about it until recently. So I did want to say something about that. What is up, Finn fans? Enough of you guys hit me up and said, please do a film breakdown. Well, I am doing a film breakdown. So this is what I'm doing. I'm not doing every single Tua pass. I'm not doing every single Skylar Thompson pass. I'm not doing every Teddy Bridgewater pass. I'm doing some passes that I think were good, and we're going to talk about it. And I think I'm going to talk about, there's a Gaskin run and there's a Mostert run that I want to talk about. I tried to get the pick six from Campbell. For some reason, they didn't have the all-22 on that drive. They had two plays, not the third, which was the pick six. I don't understand why. But yeah, we're going to jump into this. First, shout out some new patrons and members on the Patreon side. James Jones, Vazak, I hope I said your name right. Jared Bryan, thank you so much for being patrons. I will have a special patron video. I think this is the third episode in the series of how to do this stuff. We're going to be showing, going to be learning, but I'm going to be showing how to edit photos and make your own thumbnails and stuff. So to the Patreons, you're going to get that member side as well. You will get that. Jerry Golat is a new member. Thank you so much for being a member. So look out for that. And to the member side, I'm going to let you guys know who's going to be in the fantasy league. I'm going to do a randomizer again. The Patreon side, I don't have enough of you guys wanting to be in the league for there to be a league. So I'll give you guys till tomorrow, but there might not be a Patreon league. It might just be a member league. I only have like 5 of you guys wanted to be in the Patreon league. So let me know. Go to that video, comment below it, say you want in, and let me know. So there's that. Now let's jump into some film. I'm going to minimize myself. The fun part of technology. Minimizing myself. Making myself nice and neat in the corner so I'm not in the way. So this first play is obviously the first play. It is the play that everyone's talking about. We're going to look at it from two different angles. It is the 51-yard pass, but I think it's a little further from where he threw it because, again, they only count yardage from where the ball is snapped, so the 25-yard line. So I'm just going to play it. We've seen it 1,000 times. Play action here. Tua looking. Throwing it deep. Caught at the... If I go back a little bit, let's see where he actually caught it. Catch. I'd say about the 27. So from the 25... Well, sorry. I have to see where he actually threw it from. Boom, boom, boom. So he threw it from the... Let's say 18... to there, I would say 27. 18 to the 27. That's what? Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, 55 yards air. Not a bad pass. Not a bad pass. But we'll look at it and I'll break it down right now for you. Play action here. Now, Eagles aren't dumb. He's double covered. Double covered. It's a 2-route combo. Everyone's covered. But what I love is, look when he throws it. Look when he throws it. He still has a safety over top, and he just knows, right? He could have very easily hit him right here. Horrible circle. Don't judge my circle. Could have hit this guy right here. Coming on the inside route. Could have hit him. Nice 15-yard play. First down. But he still has a man here, and he's got a man behind him when he throws it. But he trusts Tyreek. That's when he throws it, because he knows this man's going to beat it. Boom. We'll look at it from the other angle. Play action here. So we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blocking 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why he had all the time. And you know what I love? He didn't put, it's such a, he just, like, it wasn't like he was like he really put his all into it. It was just, he just threw it. Now, comes around to it, boom, tracks it, beautiful. Should have thrown it here. That's where he should have thrown it. I think everyone can agree he should have thrown it there. Right? Threw it over. Again, if we look at it from the other angle, when he threw it, should have thrown it out in front of him, because then he came over for it, right? Tua threw it straight. He should have thrown it to the right more. Should have thrown it out in front of him, right? But when you have Tyreek Hill, you can just throw it up and that man's going to get it. 51 yards. But I do want to talk about, and I do want to show, and this is what he said right here. Can you tell us about hitting Tyreek on the first play? He says, it was good. We had to decide with plays, with openers we want to go with. So knowing that Tyreek was playing, he wanted to go ball. We gave him a shot. That throw wasn't my liking. The whole spiel. If it was a better ball, if it was probably more in front of Tyreek, we would have scored on the first play probably. I think it's credit to the practice that we've had with the Eagles and how hard our guys have been working, not just this week, but all of training camp and OTAs. It was really good that people finally can see the hard work that has been put in. So yeah, he even says, and I love that he says that. I love that he acknowledges, I should have put it more in front of him. That being said, it's a great play. Now, it could have been better. It could have been a one-score touchdown, of course. Fun fact, and again, this isn't me trying to make excuses, because this isn't an excuse. It's literally a fact. Six passes last year were completed for 55 plus more yards for a touchdown. 6. 5 of them were like this. 1 of them was a Hail Mary. 6. This isn't an everyday occurrence where you're like, just put it where do. I'm very happy it got completed. Wish it was a little bit better, but it wasn't. I'm very happy it got completed. That's all I'm going to say. There's so many people that can't just enjoy the play. They have to be like, whoa. They have such a, again, I'm going to use this. It's not, they have such a disdain for Tua. This man had a fantastic first 3 series, and there are people that will not give him credit. They won't. And I've had discussions with them. And hey, by all means, do you. They will not give him credit for his play. I don't understand why. I think this is the crosser to Tyreek Hill. It's a great play. And that's what he's like. Not only is he going to be used on the deep stuff, but he just finds his way in between the defenders and finds this empty spot over here. And the play action is, look at these guys biting down. Biting down, biting down, biting down. You can see their motion of their body, and their feet are biting down. He is going back. That's how you can tell by his feet. He's planted. He's not going anywhere. He looks like he's moving this way. They're all crashing down this way. They think that this is going to go to him, and he's going to go this way. That's what they're all expecting. So they're coming this way. The safety's shifting over this way to go towards the run here. He's dropping back to help. And that's not what's going to happen at all. Because by him doing that, by this safety here, coming in this way, he has, excuse my French, but he has an oh shit moment. And then has to go back this way. You can see him. Watch him. Watch this guy have an oh shit moment. Right there. See that? See that stutter step? Oh shit. That's what he said to himself. Right there. Oh shit. You have a Tyreek Hill running towards you. And you started running the opposite way of Tyreek's going. That's your only reaction in your head. I'll censor it. Oh crap. I gotta go that way now. And Tyreek is already running full pace. Boom. Got pushed out of bounds. And this is the touchdown. Again, it's the run. If you can establish the run, look how much it opens up in the play action. They doubled. I think this is Gesicki. They doubled Gesicki and left Craycraft one-on-one because of the play action here. Look at the linebackers. They're doing it again. They think it's going to be a run this way. Look at the feet work. That's horrible English, Doug. They are all coming this way. You have Craycraft coming up and over. It's probably more curved, but he's going here. So he's got one-on-one here. These two guys are going to be taking on Gesicki, and you have him one-on-one him. See? No, that's Durham Smythe. My apologies. But they all bit on the run. So the whole defense. So Tua has all the time in the world. Craycraft gets wide open. Easy touchdown. Play action. Oh, this is the big run. This is the one that Raheem Mostert, he had one more run after this, and then he was done for the day. But it's such a good play on this one. Sealed him. Complete wall here. Complete wall here. And now you have one guy one-on-one. And with Raheem Mostert, I'm betting on him. Because he's going to come and he's going to set the edge. And he's going to have to come catch him at an angle. And that's not easy to do. Especially if you take a bad angle. That's what he does. Comes up. Thinking he can pop him. He takes it to the outside more. Uses his speed. There you go. Big gain there. This is the sack. And this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if anyone was open. Because he does a good job, Austin Jackson here, right? Single high safety. He does a good job here, Austin Jackson, initially, right? See, and I see what Tua was thinking. And I'm glad he didn't throw it. I'm really glad he didn't throw it. Because you had this guy doing a crossing route here. And Tua wants to throw it to him at some point, but the safety comes down. And Tua plays it very smart. Right? He looks over here. That's where he's looking. Looks over here. Still running his route. Not open, not open, right? Not open, not open. He's starting to get open. And Tua sees he's starting to get open. And he cocks it because he's going to throw it to him. He has a possibility here, but by the time he goes through his progressions, you got one, and then he goes to there, then he gets open. Because they both come down here. This right here, you got a touchdown right here. Right here. But he already went through that progression. He was covered at the time. He's now looking here at him, and he cocks his arm back to throw it, but the corner comes down and jumps it. See? He wants to throw that. Can't throw that. Can't throw that. Kind of went back on that. He probably still could have fit it in. So then he tries to roll out to give himself more time. Gets sacked. Good play on the defense. Good play on the defense. I'm glad he didn't stare down this guy, right? If he did, he probably could have made the throw in the open space. But went through his progression. Boom, boom. Still covered. Let me go over here. Oh, crap. Here comes the pressure. Let me roll out. Because that's exactly what he did. He looked over here. 1, 2. Nope. They're still covered. Let me come over here. Nope. Okay. Nope. Here comes the corner. Crap. I got to go. Sack. It's a good play by the defense. And again, I'm not putting that on Austin Jackson there. Here's the play I want to talk about. This is 3rd down. We ended up kicking a field goal. You have Craycraft here, right? He's going to go up and out. On his out pattern, he does like a stutter step, and then he starts to run his out. That stutter step is what causes the play not to happen, right? Here comes a free blitzer in his face. So Tua doesn't have time, but he sees at this point Craycraft is about to go up and out. So Tua puts the ball over here. Tua puts the ball where he's going to be because he doesn't have much time with the free rusher coming right at his face. See how he does that? Did you see that the little stop, like to try to get the corner? Instead of just plant your foot and run it. That little stutter is what caused it to become incomplete. See? But instead of just going. Because that's where the ball went. He would have caught it. It would have been a 1st down. I think it was 3rd and long. This was right after the sack. But he did a little stutter, and then he went. Play action here. He wanted, there's a good play here, a nice 15-yard play. You could tell who he wanted, and then he didn't throw it because he fell. He wanted this. Because the play is this. He's going to come up. He's going to come back. He's going to come up. He's going to go in. He wanted this route, the in route. Because you can see play action here, biting. He's not biting. Look at all this real estate. He's about to cut in. This is where Tua wants to throw it because he has all this room, and he's still not done finishing his route. Still not done. He wants to throw it here. But watch what happens to this guy right here. He falls. So then he throws it to the comeback. But you could see when he falls, he wants to throw it. Watch, look. See how he looks at him? That's where he's looking the whole time. And then see how he shifts when he falls? He shifts to him. If he didn't fall, he would have thrown it to him. I love the fake pitch. I love it. It's one of my favorite things that has been installed in this offense is the fake pitch. High formation, you got 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Fake pitch, and it just 78 is just lost. And Tua has options. So many options. And he throws it to the open man. Which I wish he was running a little faster. See how he kind of stops? Kind of like starts jogging a little bit. I wish he was, a little quicker. Because he drops it right over the linebacker. Because if you look when he throws it, could have also thrown it here. Could have tried to, a deep touchdown here. Could have thrown it here. Yeah, the safety was far over. See when he made his decision. This is when he threw it. Yeah, he should have thrown it to this one. Could have had a nice touchdown, especially with the DB with his back to him. But he had plethora of options. Plethora of options on that one. This is a nice run from Myles Gaskin. This is a nice run for multiple reasons. Just the power. It's a nice lane, right? Gets to the second level. I like Greg Little did very well in this game. Much better than Coleman. Little is my backup. Nice lane here, but he runs through that tackle. Runs through this tackle right here. Boom. And then runs through that one. Just power running. I love it. Absolutely love it. Play action here. Wide open to Gesicki over the middle. Very simple play. Playing too far off. Had his hand down too. And then that was it. Now we're going to look at some Skylar Thompson. But Tua, he did whatever he wanted to, essentially. First play, I want to throw it deep to Tyreek Hill because he's on the field. I'm going to throw it deep to him. That fake pitch, he had the option of Durham Smythe underneath. He had Sherfield. He also had the option for a deep route. He took whatever he wanted to. Tua did whatever he wanted to. Like I said, the incomplete pass to Craig Kraft. Craig Kraft should have ran his route a little bit crisper. Did that little stutter step instead of just running the route. He did whatever he wanted to. Now, these are Skylar Thompson passes. I think this is the deep one. Play action here, rolling out. Now, it's PI, so we're going to get the ball down there. But I wanted to talk about this play because it was a nice 41-yard deep pass here. Good out. See, if I was him, and again, he's rolling to his left. So rolling to his left, he has to plant his feet or turn his body to throw that ball. Again, it's a good pass because it drew the PI. But he probably should have put him out in front of him more. But again, he's rolling to his left. It's hard to make these types of passes rolling to your left when you're a righty, but he probably should have put it out in front of him a little bit more. He had to come back and in turn run into the DB. This is the touchdown pass here. This one, they run into each other, pressure in his face, and just tosses it up. I will say this, and this is the thing about Skylar Thompson, the difference between him and Tua Tagovailoa. Skylar Thompson reminds me a lot of Fitz, Brett Favre, those types of quarterbacks. They're gunslingers. Matt Moore, they're going to let it rip. They're not going to, their thought process is, I'm going to fit it in there, or screw it, I'm going to do something with this play, versus Tua, who's more methodical and more reserved, I guess you can say. He's not going to try to force passes, because this one is not a good pass. It is what it is, right? Pump fakes, gets the DB to jump. He sees the tight end here who's going to come down here. He knows he's going to come down here. These guys are in the same vicinity. I don't like that. Then while he's falling backwards, decides to still throw the pass here with a defender right in front of him. It's not a good pass. Very easily, if that was any first team defender, it's an interception. But it's caught for a touchdown, which is amazing, and I'm not complaining. Just like I'm not complaining about Tua's deep ball that was a little to the left when it should have been more to the right and led him a little bit more. If it's a touchdown, I'm not complaining. But if that's TJ Watt, I'm trying to think of linebackers, if that's Bobby Wagner, that's intercepted. Intercepted or knocked down. Because he threw that up with a prayer. Pump faked and just screw it. That probably was his mentality. Screw it. Lucky it wasn't an interception. Play action here. Nice crossing route. Quick, decisive throw. Eric Uzukoma. He's definitely making the roster. Here's the other touchdown from Skylar. Very simple. Bread and butter. Play action. And this is at the point in the game where the Dolphins' run game was very successful. So again, you see what happens with a successful run game. Because watch these guys. Boom. Soon as it looks like he's going to get it here, this is the linebacker who's supposed to go out and stick with him who's running out. He's supposed to stick with him, but if you look at his feet, he's going this way, he's going this way, he's going this way. He's going in because he's following 16, which I think is new. But this linebacker is bit on the play action. And that's why establishing a run game is so important, because then he has to plant his feet because he notices that he's going out, plant his feet and get over there. He's too late. Easy touchdown. This is a play that I saw it live and I was like, the Eagles are done. I think at this point the Dolphins are up 41-3, and I think the Eagles were just like, let's go home. I'm done. I'm going to play it and you can see, and then we'll dissect it. Tell me where you can see where I'm telling you they're done. Now, there's a bad snap exchange. Don't know who that's on. When it's under center, sometimes it could be on the quarterback because he takes his hands out too quick before the ball gets there, or it could be on the center because he doesn't put the ball in his hands. One or the other could have happened. Ball hits the ground, gets it to Lynn Bowden Jr. I think he lined up at wide receiver. Gets it to Lynn Bowden Jr. Now, look at the defenders he has here. He has this defender who has no idea he's behind him. He has this defender who's looking right at him. He's got this defender who's looking at him. He's got this defender. He's got 4 guys, and he has this alley here, right? Let's see what happens as the play goes on. That alley's closed. This defender comes in. What was that? And this is where I'm like, did they give up? Because they're just not running. 52 was just not running after him. Look at him stop. Watch 52. See him stop? I was like, they're not trying anymore. They're really not. But Skylar Thompson had a good day. Again, the 41-yarder felt like it was a little underthrown, but still you got the pass interference call. And again, he was running to his left, and he's a righty. So nitpicking, but I think it's good pass. His touchdowns, one of them I'm saying 90% of the time that's an interception. He just threw it up with a prayer. That last touchdown, Lynn Bowden, like he could have skipped into the end zone. And the other one was just great play action, defense biting, getting the ball out. Now, these are some of Teddy's that I wanted to talk about. And he hits Craycraft here, who drops this. And I remember watching this live thinking he had multiple options. Because he has this guy coming here, and he had him coming out. He should have caught this. Also, I think he might have thrown it a little too far in front of him, because he had to really, again, here's my thing with Craycraft. You don't need to do so much. See how he's doing that, and then coming out? I feel like he didn't need to do that. Just plant and go, plant and in, or 1-2 bah. Go just quick movements. He does 1-2-3, and then he goes in. I feel like if he would have just ran it, planted his foot and went in, or 1-2, boom, go in, I think he would have got it. I think he was a little late on that route. But then, see what he did here? See that? Again, you're like, who? Right here. Sorry. This is what I wanted Craycraft to do on the incompletion from Tua. When he did too much footstep work instead of just running the route to the sideline. And the same thing with the previous play with Teddy, where he tried to do too much instead of just running it to the sideline. This is a perfect example of what he should have done. Watch him plant go. And he made the corner fall. High throw. If that's not a high throw, he might have been able to get more yardage. But do you see what I'm saying with Craycraft? Plant go. And he makes the corner fall. If he would have done that on the other two plays where I kind of got on him about doing too much footwork, boom, and cuts in, they would have been completions. Instead of having 2 touchdowns and a field goal, Tua might have had 3 touchdowns, which would have been fantastic. Teddy Bridgewater might have had, more of his own. But that's what I got for you for the film breakdown. I think just a completely dominant last preseason game. Very happy with the way all 3 quarterbacks played. Teddy, he missed a few, but I was very happy with the way he played. Tomorrow I will be giving you guys my 53-man roster. I have to add in Eric Flowers, which is going to make things a little difficult. I have to take somebody out to put Eric Flowers in there, so it's going to be interesting. But the cuts happen Tuesday. By 4 o'clock, they have to get down to 53-man, and it's a lot they have to cut. They have to go from 80 to 53. So they have to get rid of, 27 players? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult and difficult decisions. But I will talk about that tomorrow when I give you guys my prediction for the 53-man roster. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, my film breakdowns are going to be a little bit different during the season, maybe a little bit longer. I try to keep these preseason ones under a half hour. I don't know if I did it for this one. But they're going to be a little bit different during the regular season. But this week, I got a lot of videos planned, breaking down the 53-man roster, positions that need to step up. Me and Big O, we're doing a show together, starting off the season. Got a lot going on. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. But like usual, stay classy. And fins up.